Hey y'all, welcome back. We're gonna have another discussion about coach dynamic to client dynamic. I love helping coaches. When we start working with different types of clients, we have to think about them as individuals. Now, we may have a preset approach to how we work with clients. We do an intake. We have like standards of thoughts, like foundations that we want to teach these people. There might be a few exercises that are really your favorite exercises that you found work really well. You coach them well. Clients respond to them well. There's some things that you'll see that are consistent from client to client that you bring to them. But each client is a little bit different. And if you're the type of coach that works with a split range of clients, younger clients, older clients, highly capable, not capable, did I say older? Yeah, older, younger, injured, not injured, in pain, not in pain, previous athlete, not previous athlete, previous athlete 35 years ago, not like I just got out of college. There's so many different types of clients. And if we can recognize how clients think and learn and what they're receptive to, then we can start to enhance their experience. They'll get more out of us as a coach, okay? You just may enhance how they reach success within their goals. Two types of clients I want to kind of hone in on now, okay? I want to hone in on an older demographic client. I want to hone in on somebody who is, let's say, 65 years or older, all right? And then I want to talk about somebody who's between their 20s and 30s, all right? Now, both of these demographics come to us with very unique differences. The younger demographic, most of the time, their bodies are not broke down. They might have an injury or two that they've had in the past. Maybe there's some small change in their body, but on a grand scale, their bodies are not going to be as broken down. The tendency for asymmetrical changes in the body have not had enough time to set in yet. Regardless of injury, most of the time, those aren't going to be as different. Their energy levels may be a little bit higher. Their ability to pay attention and take in information, translate that information into what you're trying to teach them, whether it's an exercise or a concept, might come a bit faster. It's just about cognitive function. It starts to decline a bit as we get older, so that younger person may not require as much teaching. They may not be as accountable, but they may understand what you mean. They just don't do it. We look at that older demographic. You might have to really slow down and regress your teaching speed, how often you revisit old concepts so that they can really learn them. They may be a bit more broken down. They may have more subtle injuries or subtle amounts of pain in and around joints that maybe they didn't recognize until you get them moving. So going at a slower pace when you introduce ideas could be really beneficial. For that older demographic as well, not changing things up as quickly can be very beneficial. Letting the client work on the same concepts over and over and over again, mastering the movement patterns, taking a longer amount of time. Cognitive function, a little slower, so they may not be able to translate some of this movement to their body. Bodies are going to be potentially more asymmetric, all right, from longer amounts of time in physical habits, how they sleep, how they stand, how they carry their bag, wear and tear on injuries, breakdown of core stability or joint stability from a lack of exercise, or just bad patterning if they were exercising. There's so many things that if you're 30 or 40 years older, you've got more years that change you. So being a bit slower can be really important. Accountability, in my experience, the older demographic, 65 and older, and it's not just retired. I don't believe retirement is the sole driver for this. Because I work with folks that are older than 65 that still work full time for themselves, or they still run small businesses. And then I've got clients that are younger than 65 that have been retired for a little while. And there's a little bit of a difference. I don't know if it's urgency because they can see the end of the lines coming, or what it is, but I tell you what, the accountability and compliance with the older demographic is just night and day, different from my younger demographic. So these are really cool differences that if you can understand ahead of time, then you can expose and maximize how you coach. So think about those two things. If you're interested in working with older folks, don't be intimidated. Go into it with a positive mindset. Take these clients on. They really need our help. They're very excited. They're very accountable. They're very enjoyable to work with. The younger folks, I still work with a lot of just out of college or still in college athletes, people that are chasing hard athletic hobbies, people that want to go hard. They want to get pounded in the face when they show up to their workouts. And that's very exciting as well. There's just two different kinds of approaches to coaching these people. All right, keep showing up. Keep, asking questions to me. Keep giving me things to give you guys responses on. And I hope some of this helps. We'll talk about maybe some sports specific training next time. We can get into golf rotation drills. We can get into power jumping drills. And then maybe for that older demographic, how sports can carry over into their training. All right. Because we don't necessarily need to stop these hobbies when we get older, but as we get into that older demographic, we maybe need some better skills and nuances around mobility, possibly breathing drills that can help enhance mind-body connection. So we'll touch on some of those in the future. I can give you some references on some of the certifications that I've sought out over the last few years, and maybe those will help for you as well. All right, we'll talk again soon. See y'all.